Well, good morning. Several people have asked whether I'm going to record these Revelation studies, and I really want to do that. One thing has impacted it in terms of my podcast. I used to record the sermons that I was preaching at the church here, but I am unexpectedly no longer preaching there, so I don't have that opportunity. So we're going to try setting this up from the office and just see how it goes. And I hope that you enjoy it. We'll get kicked off here with the very first one. And this is entitled The Apocalypse. You know, when we hear the word apocalypse, many of us think of the violent dissolution of society and government. It's a word that carries profound overtones for many. And it's no wonder. I mean, for years we've heard in our churches and read in books and seen depicted in movies exactly that image. Now let me suggest that a more careful look is warranted. These are the first three words of the last book of the Bible that we call the Revelation. Apocalypsis Jesu Christo. Translated, that means the apocalypse of Jesus Christ. The literal rendering of the first word, apocalypse, is loaded with overtones in English, isn't it? Oxford Languages defines the apocalypse as the complete final destruction of the world as described in the biblical book of Revelation. See also Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. A usage example would be the bells ringing is supposed to usher in the apocalypse. So it's a noun here. A second but related definition, especially in the Latin Vulgate Bible, is the book of Revelation, or an event involving destruction or damage on an awesome or catastrophic scale, like a stock market apocalypse or an era of ecological apocalypse. The word originated in Old English, apokalypsin, via Old French and ecclesiastical Latin from the Greek apocalypsis. And this is the word that we're examining, apocalypsis, from apocalypting, to uncover, to reveal. It's from apo, un, and kaluptein, to cover. So it's uncovering, it is revealing. The meaning of the word then is revelation. It means to uncover, to reveal, to make fully known, or to disclose. Consequently, the title of this book in English is Revelation, or sometimes also correctly, the revelation of Jesus Christ, or occasionally, the revelation of or according to John. And that's because John is the author. When we read this book then, these introductory words, the apocalypse of Jesus Christ, guide us to look for him. The book of Revelation is cryptic. It's filled with strange and startling imagery. Over the years, many of us have been taught to understand the book of Revelation primarily as a frightening prophecy about the destruction of the earth and the coming judgment. Now, to be sure, these topics are present. Nevertheless, in the apocalypse of Jesus Christ, we find the awe-inspiring, glorious, and majestic story of our lovely Lord Jesus, the Lamb that was slain, his victory, and the stunning truth about his tremendous love for us. Now let me provide some guidance about what to expect as this study progresses. This journey will be long. There are 22 chapters in Revelation, and the posts that I'm going to make online and these videos and recordings will come ad hoc as I have the time and, frankly, as I have the mental acuity. I'm not as young as I used to be, and some days I'm just too mentally tired or fatigued to do the kind of work that's necessary to present this to you. I'm sure you understand if you're anywhere near my age. Our study will begin with a discussion about how to approach and study this enigmatic book. I intend to include a high-level overview of the most prevalent ways that Revelation has been traditionally understood, and we'll get there, so please try to remain patient while your preferred viewpoint remains unaddressed. This will be a high-level study. It's not going to break down and explain every single image in detail. That's not the purpose of this. In studying Revelation, humility and grace are of primary importance. I make no claim to understand it all, or even to understand it correctly. All I can do is present you with my current view and my understanding and explain the reasons I currently hold the views I do. Now, I say current because, over the decades, I have noticed that Father teaches me new stuff, and my theology and my understanding of things tends to shift over time. And so this is where I am on Revelation today. I could change, you never know. Fortunately, nobody's salvation hinges upon the correctness of their understanding of Revelation. And so where my view differs from yours, I will appreciate your grace and your gentle spirit in expressing your dissension if you feel that's necessary. Many good comments and discussions are likely to spawn as we traverse this territory. Unfortunately, there are also likely to be vehement and even vitriolic disagreements. I will moderate these on social media if I feel they're causing division or even have the potential to hurt other readers, including me. As I mentioned earlier, this study will progress at the speed it progresses. I realize this will be difficult for you who are trying to read it because it's hard to follow things like this on social media, but I must be mindful of my limitations and my responsibilities, frankly. I will endeavor to keep each segment posted on my website at larryice.com in a timely manner so that you can find them. You'll be able to find them by searching for Revelation or Apocalypse. Now, if you want to keep up to date and make sure you don't miss any of these, the best way to do that is subscribe to my email newsletter. This thing is totally free always. There is never a charge. It's on my website at larryice.com. That's LARRYEISS.com. You can see my name up in the corner here. And you just click subscribe or tap subscribe and it'll take you to a form. I don't sell or give away the list. I don't use it in any way other than to send you these emails, and you can unsubscribe anytime. It's just very easy. There's nothing to it. So I would urge you to do that if you are concerned you might miss some of these online. All right, so that's going to do it for this little segment, and I'll do another segment here momentarily, and we can continue on in our study.